Yeah. Yes. Yes. I could see that. See yours. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So first of all, what is the important thing that we have done, that what is object and what is object reference? Okay,
Yeah.
when I say
Mm.
when I say make an object of the class, you have to
Mm.
say, okay, this is how you make an object of the class by making a
Yeah.
new keyword, by using a new keyword. Okay, and this is
Yes.
a reference,
Yeah. Reference to the
and
class. Yeah.
this is not at all object.
Mm.
Why I'm pressurizing this thing? Because
Mm.
WebDriver, when we work with the WebDriver is also an interface.
Mm.
You will
Okay.
get to know that why I'm pressurizing the thing, that this is interface, this is a, you can say, object in reference, and that is an object. You will get to know the things.
Mm.
Okay, so we have discussed about that global variable.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, then we
Mm.
have discussed about the, you can say, your function. That function cannot call itself if
Mm.
it is not a main function. Main function is called by default. Okay, and then we have discussed about static function.
Yes.
That static function can access only static variables and function. Non-static
Yes.
function can access static variable function as well and non-static variables and functions as well. Okay, so and when we make an object, all the non-static things will come over there in the object.
Yeah. The non-static. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Besides.
So
Yeah.
we have, yeah, besides that, we have discussed about how to add two
Mm.
integers, how to add string with
Yeah.
integer. If we add those string with integer, what happen? So we
Mm.
will discuss all these things. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Now let's move forward and say I will add one more class
Okay.
uh, and name it as loops
Yeah.
study. Okay, and make a main method. Okay, we have not discussed about the for loop or while loop.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. We haven't. Yeah.
okay. Now let's talk about a simple for loop.
Mm.
Say this is what the syntax for.
Mm.
Say int I equal to 0,
Mm.
and say I is less than 10,
Mm.
and say I plus plus.
Mm.
Okay,
Mm.
and we will write a simple print statement and say I.
Mm.
Okay, now if I run this, it will give me 0, 1, 2, 3 till 9.
Yeah.
Okay, why it is not giving me 10?
K is less than 10, right?
Yeah,
And this, yeah,
so for getting 10, what should I do?
equal to, I mean, less than equal to 10.
Yes. So these are, that these signs, you can say these known as Java operators.
Okay. Okay.
This is known as Java because
Job
this
operating.
is a basic. Yeah, they in the interview they can ask you. We know that this is less than equal to sign. Yeah, this sign represents this. But what are these things are called? These things are called Java
Oh,
operators.
okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
So we have less than equal to, greater than equal to, then not equal to. Okay. So these
Mm.
are things. So if I just say, it will print the thing. Okay. Now suppose here it is printing. Now if I run this, it will print 10 as well. Now
Mm.
what I
Mm.
want that it should print till 5,
Mm.
not after that. So what should I do?
Till 5.
Mhm.
Yeah, just make this like a, instead of 10, like 5. Yeah.
That's a that's a very clever answer, but I don't want to change this.
Oh,
I
you
don't want
want?
to change this. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I want something here inside the for loop.
Um. Okay. Uh,
Mhm.
inside the follow-up, so you want to print it. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we can put another condition inside, like
Mhm.
as you said, like maybe put a while.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like
Right.
Yeah, so while I is less, why I is less.
There is a condition inside the another condition. You're
Mm.
going for that. But
Oh,
there is a
yeah, yeah.
simple thing. Yeah, it's known as break.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
If say if this is a condition, if I equal to 5,
Mm.
okay, say
Yeah.
break.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now if I run this,
Oh, okay. So it
what
won't.
will
Oh,
happen?
okay.
Yeah, it will not go beyond 5. What does break means that
Mm.
it will instantly break the loop when the condition matches.
Okay.
If I say like, or what can I do? Like, suppose this is a logic part till what asking you. Now, suppose if
Mm.
you have to do changes in these things, and
Mm.
I want that it should not print 5, but it will print all the other elements.
Mm. Yes, you say ask. Okay, again we changed to
I
four.
want that, I want just 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It will
Mm.
not print 5, then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh yeah, okay. So we need to start it
Mm-hmm.
again the down like um so we gotta
Mm-hmm.
break some it come out from the loop and it print out.
So, no,
Uh,
say if I equal to 5, then it will break. So, what will I do?
mm,
That it will not print 5, and it have to print all of this. Now, what is the break means? When I break sign, we can say break appears, it
mm,
will break the loop. Whether I am on the fourth, whether I'm a third. Well, if I write 3 here, then
mm,
it will just print 3, and all other things will not print. It will
mm,
just on that instant break out of the loop.
yeah.
Because if I say, suppose if I go for debugger here,
Mm,
okay, now if I debug it, okay, now hey, what is I here? I is 0. Okay, I
mm,
will press F8. Again, what is I1? F8.
mm,
I2, I3,
yeah.
I4. Just group now after I5. Now it will enter. I'm
Mm,
pressing F6. Now I will go with line by line.
mm,
Okay, okay. F6 again. You see, it suddenly
mm.
just
It's
go
get
out
out.
the loop.
Yeah. Okay.
It will not run. But what I want that it should not print 5, but it should print all other things.
Hmm. Yeah. There should be something that I'm not remembering actually. Yeah. Um.
Suppose you want to apply the logic, but you have to apply the logic, but you cannot go for a while loop, loop
Mm,
inside the loop. No,
mm,
you can
okay.
change here. You can apply your logic as well, but
Mm.
what should be the logic?
Um. Need to put some other conditions like
Mm-hmm.
if if it's like a five, then we don't need to print out like
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Apply it.
Yeah.
Apply it. Mm-hmm.
Um. So it's okay. If if I equal to five, just put a
Mm-hmm.
s- some instead of break, we need to put like
Mm-hmm.
what we say. Not go to the next one. I mean, not without like not
Yeah.
not printing. We just go to the next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next,
Like
yeah. But so tell me what I have to write.
yeah.
What should I do?
Okay. If I equal to five, x plus plus. I mean, I plus plus. I'm um. Mm,
First of all, I have to see that this is a statement that is
mm,
happening on the first part of the loop. So I have
mm,
to delete this. Okay, what I've done,
mm,
I have to delete this. I have to
mm.
put in some condition.
Yeah.
Suppose if I say else, this is the simplest thing.
Oh
What can
yeah.
I do?
Okay.
This is the simplest thing what I can do. It will not print 5.
Mm.
Okay, so this is a tricky questions that what you have to do. You have to do only one thing. These are tricky
Yeah.
questions.
Mm.
Okay, now you are doing
Mm.
you are going for the right thing that you say I plus plus. But suppose what I have to do? Suppose if I don't want to write else statement. Okay,
Mm.
uh, say control X. I will just put it over here. Okay, and I will say uh, but what it will do that you are saying that I equal to I plus 1.
Mhm.
Okay, but suppose if I do this, you are saying
Mhm.
that I plus plus I plus though both are the same things.
Mm.
Okay, now if I do this, what will happen? Okay,
Yes.
okay,
Five is not. Yeah. Mm.
5 is not there. So
Mm.
your logic should work. Whatever the things happened, your logic should work. You are
Mm.
you can say thinking in the right way that if I equal to 5, then I will I plus 1. Okay, then it will not print I. It has print 6 only.
Oh. Mm.
Okay, now uh, say okay, this is known as for loop. Now, we will talk about while loops.
Mm.
So, while loop is the thing that
Mm.
will run only on the condition when it is true. Okay, I
Yes. Mm.
say while
But
say
the
yeah
question again, four is always running the way that it's like it's only run when it's when that values meet, right? So
yeah
almost okay. So
okay
it's like
yeah
yeah. So the while and the for. So like, what is the real difference? Like when we
yeah
can
I
use.
will tell you I will tell you that what is the difference. Now say
Yeah.
while
Mm.
y is less than equal to 10. Okay,
Mm.
say again I will just print the simple sentence as well. Yes, so
Mm.
say y and say I will have to increment y equal to y plus 1. Okay, now I will go with this. I will just comment this one
Mm.
and run this one.
Mm.
Okay, now it
Yep.
again print for y equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. The same thing if I go with the equal to sign, then it will print me 10. So what is the difference between this? Now, this is if I say this session.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is the condition
Mm.
and this is the incrementation.
Mm.
Okay. Now, if you see that my while loop will always run on true condition, where this is true, it will
Mm.
go inside.
Mm.
Now, difference between these two.
Mm.
Now, suppose
Mm.
my code is like, suppose I'm writing the code here while something, and I'm writing the code here, here, here.
Mm.
Sometimes what happens, the code is so big that this is go beyond to your scroll,
Mm.
and you, what happened? You forgot to write this one.
Mm.
What
Okay.
happens?
Oh, yeah, it won't. Yeah,
It will go
increment.
into the
Mm.
it
Mm.
will yeah it will go into the infinity.
Mm.
It
Mm.
will go into the infinity.
Mm.
It will never come out of the loop. The loop
Mm.
will continue to go on.
Yeah.
This is a major difference between for loop and while loop.
Yeah.
This is very you can say very can say dangerous condition when we are because initialization, condition, and incrementation are on the different lines. But if you see on the
Okay.
for loop, we have
Mm.
do the initialization, you can say given the condition,
Mm.
okay, and incrementation on the single same line. So we will never forget to do this.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
sometimes while loop is better than for loop, and
Yeah.
sometimes for loop is better than while loop. Now, why for loop is better? Now, if we talk about the Excel, now suppose if I give you example and say, yeah. If I talk about the Excel, this is
Mm,
an Excel, just or I will just make Excel here. Okay, now this is Excel. Now
mm,
suppose I have some username, okay, and then I have some password.
mm.
Okay, now I have to read these username password. Okay, and I will say one. Okay, now I have to read this username password. So the method should I root is go by row, then by column, then row, column by column, row, column by column. So how should I do it? Suppose if I have uh say again I will just comment this one as well. Suppose some has a method like int row count equal to 10 and say int column count equal to 2. Okay, now what will I do? I will go for the for loop. For int. Now, when I'm talking about the row always start with the one, but I don't need first row because
Oh,
first is a column name. So it starts with second. Say int I equal to 2. Say I is less than equal to row count and say I plus plus. Okay, now
yeah,
I entered into the first row when this loop starts. I entered in the first, or you can say this row.
yeah.
Now I have to enter into the columns. I have entered the row, but this has two columns. So this is the loop inside the loop. Say 4. And when I talk about the columns always start with the 0. Okay.
Okay,
Say
okay.
int y equal to 0. Y is less than. Now here I will go with the less than, not
Yeah.
less than equal to. Okay, column count and say y plus plus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I have entered. Now what will I do? I will read first row, then first column,
Yeah.
then first row, second column. Again, my loop will count. Okay, now the when
Second row.
the
Yeah.
next time loops start, second row, first column, second
Yeah.
row,
Mm-hmm.
second column, then third row, first column. Okay, and it will run like this: first row, first column, then second column, then second row, first column, then second column, then third row,
Mm.
first column, then second column. So it will run. So here my for loop is better because I can't go with the while loop here. This is a tricky
Oh,
part. So for loop is better
yeah,
in
yeah.
this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure, sure.
So sometimes for loop is better, sometimes
Mm,
while loop is better,
mm.
but yeah, it has to depend on the condition. Okay, so where we are working and what type of things we are working on.
Okay.
Okay, now
Okay.
coming back to just say I will add new class one more thing and say suppose strings study. Okay, main method. Okay, so I have asked you a question that why this main method is static or not?
The main method is static, yes.
Why?
Because, yeah, that's a keyword like public static void main.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm,
So,
why this main method is static?
um,
I have said to you that when I make an object, all the non-static stuff are there.
yeah, but
Uh, this is static.
yeah, so
Suppose if I want to call this method, if this method is non-static, it will
mm,
look like this only.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is not a static method. So what I have to do, I have to make an object of the class, then I can call this.
Yeah. I mean,
But
oh, okay, okay.
the what the thing is, when the internal functions of Java, they cannot make an object of the class. They have to make you have call the method directly. That's why class name dot main. I can call this class name dot
Yeah.
main. Okay, because this is a non-static. So this is
It-
static method.
Yeah.
So I have don't have to call I don't have to make an object because in object
Yeah.
only non-static methods are there, and this is
Yeah.
static. If I make an object, I cannot call this because this is static method. So
Yeah.
that's why my main method is static because it internal Java function cannot make an object of the class. They can call the main function directly by class name dot main.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so this is again a very good interview question that why
Mm.
main
Yeah.
method is
My.
static.
Okay. Okay. So.
Okay,
So yeah, the non-statics are resides in the object. So if you want to call it like, so we need to be static. Okay.
yeah, because internal Java functions cannot make the object
Okay.
of the class. They can call the function directly main. They will call the directly function main. How? But the class name dot main.
Mm.
If I
Okay.
talking about this class is string study dot main. I don't have to make an object of the class to call this main function because in the object only non-static functions can come.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I talk about string, say if I say string s1 equal to say
Mm.
somewhere,
Mm.
okay, and say string s2 equal to again somewhere. We don't have discuss about these things, na?
Yeah.
Strings.
No. 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 Yeah.
Okay. Now suppose if I want to compare these two,
Mm.
how will I compare? So yes. Oh. So how should I compare s1 equal to s2?
Mm, like um.
If I say s1 equal to s2, this is a comparison that whether this is equal or not, it will give me true. This is
Yeah.
how we compare it. Okay, but this is a wrong approach.
Mm.
Always use the internal functions of Java. When I say s1
Oh,
dot
not it.
now,
Oh. Okay.
you say if I say
Mm.
equals
Okay.
and say
Okay.
s2, okay,
Mm.
now if I run this, it will give me true.
Mm.
This is the
Mm.
thing.
Okay.
It is already stuck in that.
Okay.
Mm, right. It is in the loop till now. Wow. Here. Okay. Now if I run this, now you see it is true. Whether I will go for S1 equal to S2, it will
Mm-hmm.
also give me true. But that is a wrong approach. Because when we have the internal functions, why I'm saying this is a wrong approach? Because I it happened with me that I have written the code say something equal to something, and it will not give me any error. But sometime what happens, this is Java. It will suddenly stops work, and you don't
Okay.
know why it stops.
Mm.
Okay, so the right approach is to use the internal functions.
Okay.
S1 dot
Okay.
equals S2.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay, now
Mm.
say if I go string,
Mm.
say str1,
Mm.
say today is fine day. Suppose this is the string. Okay, now if I want to count the number of characters, so how can I do that?
Mm.
Okay, so now if I say I want to count the number of characters, I can simply say str1
Mm.
dot
Oh,
length.
okay. Yes.
Length returns the length of
Mm.
the string.
Okay. Mm.
Okay,
Mm.
say just say this one, and I will just comment this one.
Mm.
Okay, it says 17. Now my question is that in this 17, it has took the space or not? Space is counted as a character or not?
Um, it should be right, because
Yes,
otherwise,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Mm.
It is counted as characters.
Mm.
Whatever the thing which is come inside the string, and if
Mm.
I say string one dot length,
Mm.
it will it will give me the length of the string, and it will include the spaces as well. Spaces is counted as, you can say, characters. Now suppose here is
Mm.
a single space. If I say now if I go with this, okay, now previously it is giving me 17. Now what
Mm.
will it give me if I run this?
Yeah, one more. I mean, 18 should be.
Yes,
Mm. Mm.
this double space is not counted as single space. It is
Mm.
counted as double characters.
Mm. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so we have to very careful when we work with the
Mm.
strings that one
Mm.
single space can split our work.
Mm.
Okay, now say if I want to print the, suppose the character which is say at the third position. Okay, there is something known as SYL. Say cr1 dot char at int index. Now,
Oh, yeah.
if I
Mm.
say, suppose if I want to print D,
Mm.
so what should I write here?
2, like 0, 1, 2, I think so. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm.
So very careful because indexing will start with zero.
Mm. Okay.
Okay. Now you have the length
Mm.
and you know how to go for the printing of particular character you want to see. Now, if I want to print all the characters in
Mm-hmm.
this string, so how can I
Okay.
do that?
Mm. There should be something like str dot, like I don't know what exact
No,
that.
no, you have go for the loop study.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah,
have
yeah. Okay.
work for loop,
Mm-hmm.
and so how
Yeah.
can you do
So
that?
yeah,
Mm-hmm,
for
mm-hmm,
I is equal to 0, I
mm-hmm,
less than, we need to check the total, like last in number, something like I is less than str
mm-hmm,
dot str dot, just checking dot, um,
mm-hmm. STR1.
oh sorry,
Mm-hmm,
str1 dot,
mm-hmm.
maybe I don't know, length, is the last number, I don't know, I'm yet in the code.
What this is returning?
The length, yeah. So the length is fine. Yeah, yeah. Str dot length, yeah,
Okay,
is like
and then
that.
say
I
I
plus
plus
plus.
plus.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
now if I want to print the also, what should I write? I want to print all the characters.
um yeah, print yeah, that is print, like
So say,
I I mean print str1 dot str1
mm-hmm.
in brackets, no, no, str1, um
What
maybe.
is this thing? What this thing is doing?
Oh yes, so dot car at I.
And I, okay. Now if I
Yeah,
run this,
yeah.
it
Mm.
will give me all the things.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. So this is how
Mm.
my
Yeah,
for
yeah.
loops work in different situations.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay. Now suppose.
Yeah.
if I want to print in this while loop, so
Mm.
do it for the while loop.
Mm. So
I have
it's
used
like,
for loop.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Mm,
again, while
mm-hmm,
maybe we need to initialize it first, like I
mm-hmm.
equal to 0. I mean, int I equal
Int,
to, yeah,
suppose if I do now int I equal to 0.
0. Mm.
Okay. Mm,
And while I less than uh, this str dot length,
okay.
and inside the loop we can same like sysout with str dot.
Mm,
Yeah, I hope that
okay.
it's work.
Okay. Okay. Should I run it?
The initialization is fine, I guess, because I
Mm-hmm.
equal to 0, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it start with, because the string start with this 0. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just run it. Let's see.
Okay. Now it will print to
Ooh,
TR
oh
only.
yeah, I missed one thing. I plus plus just
Yes.
down. Yeah, yeah, I plus plus. Yeah, correct. Sorry.
Okay. So this is the thing when we work with the while loop,
Yeah, we
it
missed.
will happens.
Yeah,
Okay. So
that's
when we
true.
work with the loops, always remember initialization, condition, and incrementation. People
Yeah.
mostly forgets this part, which you
Mhm.
have right now. You see that you have forget.
Yes,
Now if I
yes.
run this, now you see it will print the
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, now what I want that it should print only this one.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
So now what I will do, I will just say this one and go with this one. Okay, now
Yeah.
I want that it should print today only. Right now it is printing today is fine day, but I want
Mm-hmm.
that only this should print.
Yeah. So maybe as we done before, like put a break. Is that
Yeah,
possible?
yeah.
So maybe we
Uh,
can put a condition there, like, but the
mm-hmm.
thing is that if um,
Okay.
str,
Where should I put the condition?
it should be inside the loop just
Yeah,
before.
it is inside the loop.
Mhm.
Just before you want it
Before,
here, here.
yeah, yeah, there.
Okay.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't. I mean, if it's like a space, like inter I, because today then the next thing is a space. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know how to like. Because now I know like one
Try
second.
it. Try it.
Yeah,
Try
yeah.
it.
One second. 0, 1,
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 4, 5. So if
Mm-hmm.
if uh, if one second. Uh, If str dot character at like 5.
You are hard coding. I don't want it hard code.
Um, okay. 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 Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
True. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, let me think. 5. Mm, maybe the first space. Yeah, I'm just trying to hardcore. Like I'm just counting the number, and yeah, that's not fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not the right way.
Yeah. So if I don't know, like if it's like if it hits the first space, we can print like today.
Yeah. Just tell
Yeah.
me how should I.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, let me think. I don't know. if yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Now, what is
space.
this? What is this is giving me? This is giving me one character at a time.
Yeah, yeah, one
One
character.
character at a time. Okay. Now, suppose if I just say if statement, say if this equal to null.
Mm.
Okay. So then I say it will break.
Yeah,
This is the
yeah.
thing everyone says, but it says
Dot equal to, so
so.
yeah.
I will say dot equals. If I
No.
had to put in inside the bracket,
Oh yeah, yeah.
this,
Yeah, I'm not getting that null value for the space. I'm just thinking what I keep to like that space is like a null. Oh yeah, I was just thinking I'm not getting that the term null. Okay, now I got
mm,
it.
says str1 dot uh, but here str1 dot char at index
I
I. Yeah. Now what should I write now?
yeah dot equals. I mean, in the next, yeah.
It is not
No, no.
giving me any proposal. No default proposal. Say if I say this, no, this is not working.
Like that
This
should be
is
in that, as you said, like in the bracket, extra bracket, like not for the
okay.
if.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay, yours. Okay, say dot. Again, it will not giving me anything.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you see, uh, so what is this caret? This is I, or you say what is this caret? Int index returns the character value of the specified index. Okay, an index ranges from 0 to length minus 1. One character. So, can I do this like char a equal to, okay, and I say if a
Yeah.
dot, if I say if a equal to null, okay, now it will again give me warning that what is the warning?
I think it's not a warning. It's an issue. It's an error or something.
Say okay, again say if I run this, it will give me unresolved compilation problem, invalid character constant. Okay. Now if I say maybe this work, I don't know. I'm just working in front of you. Again, it will say okay, say a dot. Sorry. Say if I do this. Now I have if a dot no default. It is not giving me any help. So what should I do? Mm,
Maybe we can.
mhm.
Yeah, yeah. As you said, we can check whether if like if a equal to now can
Okay,
break
I will
it.
do it.
Like
Say a equal to null. This one. Again, if I say it will give me again a problem.
yeah, that
So if I say if this
uh,
happens,
time Indefine arguments type.
Okay.
Maybe
Now,
we can.
what should I do?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe maybe
Mm-hmm.
just above put. No, that's nothing. Hmm.
Now, if I again run this, again it will give me a
Right.
punishment argument type.
Let me think. Okay. I characters A. Yeah, that's a single quote.
Yes, this
So why
thing
is that thing's
work
taking so?
because character always takes single space and it is saying that give me something. But how you compare it? If I do this, it will give me a warning. Or if I do this, you see? So the if it is saying that if it has something, then it has to be entered with something, because in Java, single string will act as a. Now, if I declare char, I cannot declare it like this. I have to declare some character, some space into it,
Yeah, no, that
because
no.
it will.
The question is why it's
Mhm.
not double quoted. Why it's a single quote? Because usually, uh,
Because if you see double quotes, that's why double.
yeah.
Suppose if I
Oh.
say char b equal to, it will give me
Mm.
warning.
Because
Mismatch convert string to character. It double
oh.
quote is act as a string.
Okay. Okay.
That's why.
Okay. Then
Okay,
I
you
got.
cannot do this like this because it double quotes is act as a string. But
Mm.
character is a single character, so we
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
to do it like this.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just thinking about the string. Sorry, it's a character. Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is the
That's why.
difference. Okay, so if I run this now, then it will print today.
Mm.
Okay, now assignment for you
Mm.
that we have today is now I want to print, or you can try this now. Today is.
Mm. Oh. Yeah. So.
Hmm.
Right. So. Yeah. If it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know that if it has a second space. I mean, um,
Hmm.
second space. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right.
You cannot hard code. Just
Yeah, I
apply
cannot.
some
I
logic.
cannot. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
You cannot do this that yeah it's say 1 2 0 1 2
Yeah.
3,
Yeah.
yeah it's a character. Huh? You can't do that.
Yes, I got it.
Hmm. Hmm.
All right. Um, yeah, so, like, can we take like characters, like taking F? I mean, like we just
Yeah,
comparing. Yeah,
yeah, just do it. Yeah, just do it.
like for example, character B
Hmm.
equal to S. I mean,
Hmm.
yes, S.
Yes,
Yeah,
you are thinking that if it come to S, then break it.
yeah,
That's that is again a, suppose if I change to today I something like this I can do it. So what
yeah,
will be
yeah,
your logic?
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
then your
Mm,
logic will not work.
yeah. No, that it
Okay,
won't
so you
work.
have
But
to
yeah,
apply
yeah,
it the yeah you
yeah.
have to apply that logic so that I know this is the second space.
Yes, yes. Second space. Maybe
Mhm.
um like the one thing is that we know that we have three spaces in that, and so
Mhm.
no, that's not possible. I'm just taking another for loop with that space now count, but it's not possible. That's like a
Mhm.
very complex thing. Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Now suppose
if I spend some
this is a
time, maybe.
character.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you want to try, then this is your homework.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Okay, maybe
Mm-hmm.
give me some time. I will try to do that at home. I mean,
Okay.
1 second. Let me. Yeah.
Don't hard code this that
No,
this is
no, no,
why.
no, no, no.
Then I will change it. Now you have
Yeah.
second space. You have second
Mm,
space. You have three spaces.
Okay, I got it. Yeah. Okay. Mm, second space. Yeah. Okay. Maybe uh we can we can compare like where that uh, no, if like a character followed by a space we can break it, but again that is a fine also followed by a space. Yeah, that is but not.
The thing is that you cannot do this like indexing
Mm.
or this character you
Yeah,
cannot
I
use.
know. Yeah.
You can use the space, count the number of spaces.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh,
can do the spaces as well.
okay. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
so okay, maybe we can declare another for loop inside where space.
Now suppose
Mm,
you're saying, suppose now if I own the first character and you're saying that for loop inside this, now what will it do? I am on the first character, it will print the your first character sub say T, but
mm,
it will look out for the whole loop. You are saying that for loop inside the for loop.
mm.
So because your loop will run for every character T O
Yeah.
P A Y then space then I then S. They are the two things I can do. Yes, if you want to try, try. Don't worry, take your time. The logic comes from your mind, but don't go for the hard code.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm,
Um.
yeah. Now the thing is, l- you can try it by first method. I will say, suppose if I go with some character C equal to some space. Okay, now what can I do? And I will say int suppose some character Z equal to 0. What will I do? I will just comment this one. I say if this one dot or say or do it like here. Okay, character on if I say if a equal to I will say z equal to z plus 1. Okay, and I say s by s o I say z. Now this will give me 3. Now I know that there are 3 spaces. Okay, suppose if it is say second space. Now there is no meaning of it that it's just for that I am counting the spaces. Okay, now what will I do? Just copy the same thing and say go it here. Now I know that it is on the second.
Yeah.
I know that it is on the second. What will I do? This is the same thing, same thing. Okay, and what will I do? I will just print this inside this. Okay, now I will comment this one. Okay, now what will it do? It will again print because right now I'm just giving the value z equal to z plus 1 and string character at I.
Oh,
Okay, now it will print the same thing that say s is find a is something print. Yeah, here it is printing here. Okay, and say okay. Now say okay. Now today is find it is printing all. Now I know that this is on the second space. This is the thing I know that. So when I say a equal to this, it is coming inside and say now what will I do? I say if z equal to 2, I think so this will work or I have to change something more. Now if I try this,
it's true. Yeah.
okay, so your logic should run in your mind. You can apply hit and trial methods. Now this is the way that it can do it. Or there is one thing more.
Mm.
Okay, now say I will just uh, delete this one. Okay, and I say mm, say int g. There's something known as str1 dot index of uh, say index of what? Suppose if I go with the index of y, and I will just simple write so yes. Oh, mhm. And simply print g. Now there is now if I run this now 4, it will give me the index of y. What is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay, so it will give me the index. Now if I suppose if I go with the say give me the index of,
Space. Yeah.
it will give me 5.
Mm.
This is the first index. It will give me the first index. It will give me the first index. It will not give me the this one or this one.
Okay.
That's why I haven't used the your this thing. Okay, that's why I haven't used that index of it because it will give me the first index. That is okay. I can do that, but
Okay.
it it will
But
not give me this one.
yeah,
It
we
will
need
give
to
me the
get a
first.
second.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Mm.
why I haven't used this. That's why I haven't tell you about this. But I can apply it through for the logic by the logic. This is the logic. It will be come with the practice only. Now
Yeah.
you are when you're saying that okay I equal to I plus plus okay I know that you have applied somewhere before. That's why it's in your mind. Okay, so that is come from your hard work only.
Yeah.
Okay. Now say when we talk about let us take a example for that. Okay, Yeah, I will make one more file, say class, and say increment study. Okay, okay, I'll just do this. Okay, now say int I equal to 100. Okay, now yes, so and says I and say SYSO, say I plus plus. Okay, now what should these print statements will give me?
So first is 100,
Mm-hmm.
second is 101.
Okay, let's run this and see what it is giving. What time it is giving me 100.
Because even though we put like uh,
This is known as post increment. This is again a good interview question. They will give you that this simple statement, what it will give you. So it will give you same value because it first uses the value, then it increment the value. First I has been used
mm-hmm.
in first I is used,
Yeah.
then it will increment the value. Okay, now the same thing if I go with say int y equal to 200, sorry, y equal to 200
So I mean,
and mhm,
yeah,
yeah,
post increment first uses the value, then it's increment. But why it not
mhm.
goes to 101?
That's
Like,
why because I has not been used. Now if I say now it suppose if I say uh,
yeah, cause
now
uh,
suppose now if we again say this one, or I will just comment out this one. Okay, this one. Now if I run this, you see. Now in this tab, what is happened? The value of I remains the same because first it uses the value. What is
mm-hmm,
the value? Value of use the value of I in some way. In
mm,
some way it will use the value. Then after that it will increment. That's why on this tab it has not been used. I have increment. This is known as post increment. So it will not
mm,
be increment on this step. But on this step, on the next step, when the code executes,
mm,
when the code execute,
mm,
when the code is executed here, then
mm,
the I value is incremented.
mm.
Okay, so I plus plus never. Now opposite of this, if I say,
Oh, plus plus, yeah, this was
okay,
yeah. Now it
now
got
in
in.
this step, yes,
Yeah. Yes, yes,
this
yes.
is known as pre-increment.
Okay,
It is
okay.
opposite of this.
Mm,
It will increment on the same step.
mm,
Okay.
mm,
Now, if I talk about uh, say here,
mm,
I just what I will delete, delete, delete. So this is a simple string. Okay. Now, mm, say we have something known as array,
mm,
or suppose if I want to say SYSO,
mm.
And if I write tr1
mm,
uh, dot,
mm,
the same thing known as split.
mm,
Okay. Now say if I pass is.
mm,
Okay. Now if I run this, mhm, so, now it will give me an array. Okay. Say string result, and I will do this and say the same thing here, okay, and say result. Give me, okay, again, say, yeah, sorry, just result 0. Now you see today, it has given me today. Now what it has done, it has split the string.
yeah.
How it is split? By the name is. Okay,
Okay.
now if you see, it has taken the space as well. Now if you just say, now
Mm,
if I just say go for the space only,
mm,
okay, and do this. Now again, but you see that it has, if I just do here, there's
mm,
nothing more than that.
yeah.
Okay,
Mm,
so it has taken the space and all the previous parts are in the result, and this is string of type array. And if you see that if I print result 0, it has taken today, not as by single character.
mm,
Okay, we can go for the string array. Now how we use the string array? Say string, say fruits, and say new string. Now you have to give the number of elements.
mm,
You have to declare the number of elements. Now what it can be, say fruit, say it start with 0, say this is apple. Okay, the same thing, it you have to just copy and paste. Now I say 5, so I have to give 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have total length is 5, but indexing starts with 0. That's why I have to go till 4.
mm,
Okay, say lychee, say grapes, say
mm,
banana. Okay, now if I say yes, oh, and say fruits
mm,
dot length. Okay, now if I run this, now you see
mm,
5.
fine.
Now if I want to go through the loop on in this array, how can I do that?
Okay. So it should be like uh,
Mm-hmm.
fruit dot length less than like uh,
Yeah.
yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, fruit of sorry. Yeah. Int I equal to
Mm-hmm.
0
Mm-hmm.
less like I less than dot
Mm-hmm.
I less than like fruits dot length.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Maybe we can put
Fruits
in a
dot length and say I
plus
plus
plus.
plus. Now I want to print first element, so how can I do that?
So fruit of I,
Mm,
the fruit
fruit,
that the bracket I
which brackets? Curly brackets, square
square
brackets,
square.
uh, s- square, I.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean.
okay. So if I run this now, it will print me all the
Mm-hmm.
items.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but if you see, there is a, or can say, very bad thing about this string array, that we have to declare the
Mm.
number of elements when we make it. This is not a dynamic thing. Now, if I want to add more, I can't.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I can't add the thing, but this thing has to be declared on the first. Okay. Now, and say, uh, now we have something known as, if I talk about function, we have discussed about functions on the first day, that this is a function, static function,
Mm.
non-static
Yeah.
function.
Mm.
Okay. Now, mm, see, there's a thing known as and double and. If I say, yeah, we can do it here. There's thing say and double and. Suppose I will make two functions. Uh, say public public static boolean. Say is link present. Okay. Uh, and here it will say so yes, or I just say simple return true. Okay. And there is another method, say public static boolean, say is logged in. Okay. Again, it is boolean method, so by default I will return it as 2. Okay. Now in my main statement I will write as, if say is link present. Okay, now it is returning true, and I will say and is uh, link present, and say is logged in. Okay, I will just simple write a statement SYSO do something. Okay, now these both are returning true. So if this is true and
Yeah.
if this is true, so it will go inside and print do something. Okay, this is the thing. I will just say, yeah. So if I run this, now it will print do something.
Mm.
Okay, and if I use a single AND operator, it
Wonderful.
will,
Oh, well, no, that's
yeah,
or. Yeah. Yeah.
no, it's not a or. Or is like,
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm just saying that if the single land, I'm just thinking how it
oh
gonna
yeah,
be.
yeah. If it's single AND, again do something. So
Mm.
you have to tell me what is the difference between the single and double AND. And what if you tell me the thing?
Ah.
How can you prove it?
Okay. I think if double land, like both has to be uh true. I mean,
Yeah.
and if it's a single, I mean, single and is maybe they're looking for
The
the first.
the thing is that the single and or double and, if they both are true, it will go. Now, if you say if the both are true, it will go inside this. Okay, if
Mm.
I'm using double and, then again it will go inside. So the
Mm.
situation is same for the but what is the basic difference between double and single and?
Yeah, the double and should be like it will check on both. I mean, it has to be both true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. then
Mm-hmm.
only it will. Yeah, I'm just thinking that way.
Mm-hmm.
It has like, yeah.
Now, what happens? Suppose, what we say S Y S O, and I will just simple write uh,
Mm,
in is link present. So
mm,
it will get me that whether it has gone to both the function
yeah,
or not.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So I
Now,
think the
first,
double is gone. Yeah.
okay. Now, if I run this for the first time for double end,
Mm,
now it
okay.
has gone to this. It has gone to this. Okay. If I use the single end, again the same thing. Link
Mm,
present is in login. For what is the difference between these two?
mm. Oh yeah, that's oh no, that's not.
Now, suppose what I will do. Now I
Mm,
know that when one of the situation is false, then it will not go inside.
yeah.
Okay, so what will I do? I will return it as false.
Mm,
Okay, now I will run for single end. Okay, and see what happens. Now it has gone to is link present. This one it returned false,
mm,
but it has again got for this one. It is returning true. So either of one of the false, then it will now go inside because in the AND situation, both the situation has to be true. So it will not print this one.
mm,
Do something has not a print. But in case of double AND, if I run this, now
mm,
only is link present. It has not checked the second condition. Why?
mm,
Because in double AND, when it got the first situation is to false, now it means that whether my second situation is true or not, I can't go inside the curly brackets because my one of the situation is already false.
mm,
Okay, so it will not check for the situation.
mm.
When it finds this situation false, it will not check for this situation. But what does in
Okay.
single AND is doing, whether
Yeah.
it is false or true, it will always check the second condition as well.
Mm,
Okay, so this is the
mm,
basic difference between double and single AND. So
okay.
that's why we use single AND because it's a waste of time. Because I know if one of the thing is false, then it will false. It will
Mm,
not go inside. So what is
mm,
the logic of checking this if it is already false?
mm,
So that's why we use double AND operator.
okay.
That if first one is false, it will not go to look for the second one. It will just
Okay.
commit out of the situation.
Mm, yeah.
Okay, this is
Mm,
the thing that why we use double AND.
okay.
Okay,
Mm.
so till now, I think so we have discussed many things. So till now, if you have any questions, you can ask me.
Yeah, it looks good. So I'm just thinking like where we
Mm-hmm.
mainly use this double and like where we can use the
Mm-hmm.
single and like it should be in many functions or like I'm just thinking the practical
If you see the why we use double AND, it's a, just a waste of time when this is a false. I know that my if it is true or not, I don't bother about because we in the AND situation, both of the situation has to be true because I'm not going for the or whether this or this true or this true, it will go inside. I know that if both of the situation has to be true, then only I can go inside. So why, if first one is giving me false, so why want to I check the next? Because whether it is true or false, I can't go inside because my first situation is already false. So
mm,
it's just a waste of time and energy. That's
mm,
why we use double AND operator. If first situation is wrong, it will not look for the second situation. Because I know that if both the situation are true, then only I can go inside. And first
okay.
one is giving me false, then
Mm,
why should I look for the second one? Because whether it is true or not. It will not
Mm.
go inside because my first situation is always false, already false. So that's why AND operator is better than single AND operator. It will save the time as well. And it's a
Okay.
very good interview question as well. The difference between the two operators, double AND and single AND.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
Hmm.
It's all based on the requirement. So yeah, if
Yeah, because if
yeah.
you see in the AND requirement, now I am again repeating my thing that
Mm.
in the AND, both of the condition has to be true, then only it will go inside. If I just say applied this one now, one the situation is false, one the situation is true, it will go inside
Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because either of the situation is true, it will go inside.
Okay.
But in
Mm.
the AND operator,
Mm.
both of the condition has to be true, then only it will go inside.
Oh, good.
But
Yeah.
if I find this one to false, then why should I go to look for this one?
Yeah,
Even
other one.
if it
Yeah.
is true, then yeah, I can go in, I can't go inside the situation. Even it is true,
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Mm.
it
You
will not
don't.
go inside.
Mm.
That's why we double end will not check the second if the first one is
Mm.
false. So it will save the time and resources, and my code is more faster.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
think so. It will be enough for today. Increment, post increment.
Yeah.
Okay, now,
So,
so if you have any question, now I am again repeating 3, 4, 5 classes are of the basics Java.
mm.
Right now we have going for the small things. Later
Mm.
on we will go for inheritance,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
interface. Okay,
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah.
I'm just building your base so that it is not harmful for you. And one
Yeah.
thing more, that is the most important thing, this thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, this thing is very important. Later on, we will see that what is the interface and how interface is making the objects of the classes. Then I will make, but you have to remember the concept of this.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
definitely.
then only you can understand the things that why we use this, why we use that. Because right now it's a simple, just the basics things
Mm.
that I'm going to brush up your knowledge in the first 3 or 4 classes. Or
Yeah.
after that, then we move forward, then it will be more complex things.
Mm. Yep, yep.
Okay, but not more complex. If you remember the one concept, object and object oriented, then it will
Mm.
be easy for you.
Yep, yep, yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm planning to join this course. Yeah, I will
Mm-hmm.
let what is the name of the other Ashish.
Ashish.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Ashish.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will let him know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Abhijit. Yeah, I will go through these notes if when the
Mm-hmm.
YouTube link is ready, so you can
Yeah,
send me
yeah.
the
I will
yeah,
send it.
yeah.
I will send it to you. So Ashish will ask you, or I will
I will
message him.
send. Yeah, I will message him
Mm-hmm.
like maybe tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
morning. Then
Mm-hmm.
he can do whatever things that needed.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Okay, Pinky. Then we will meet tomorrow at the same time.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And hope so you have different questions for me.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can
I will.
ask as many questions as you want because the more questions you ask, the more clarity for you and me as well.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's meet tomorrow at the same time.
All right.
Then good
Thanks.
night.
Good night. Thanks. Bye. Bye.
Okay. Okay. Bye. Bye.